All right, so finish up the lesson with Morgan here. So kind of briefly recap what we did. We went through kind of your process and how you go through reading a putt. Saw that in the video. You know, quick little tidbits we did on green reading there. One of the things we identified is sometimes you maybe get a little bit distracted by the overall topography, which is really in a lot of putting research. What we find is that the biggest influence on the putt is really in the middle third of the putt. So kind of what's going on with, you know, the water over there or the mountains over there or the overall slope of the green doesn't really affect it as much. It's really what's happening in the middle third of that putt. So like, you know, you really can misread putts just by getting distracted, right? So that was one thing I encourage you to do, is just kind of focus on the middle third of that putt. What we used the blast motion for was your stroke, kind of specifically. You tended to get a little bit long in your follow through, so you were just accelerating a little too long. And so I think that could lead to some face issues and then also some speed issues. So the drill I gave you is actually to try to make a really big backstroke and feel like you almost stop at the golf ball. That was kind of your practice, you know, with lag putting, and that really improved your tempo on blast. Face angle was pretty good overall. You tend to maybe leave the face a little open at times, but it's really not bad in that regard. So I think the blast could really help your game, mainly through the tempo piece, and then just kind of working that into your process of, you know, taking in that middle third of the putt and reading the green in that way. And then I really like what you're doing with the mental side of things, just like one look and hit it, right? Just capturing that image in your brain. I think, you know, you were already doing that before the lesson, so I would definitely stick with that. Just a little work on the tempo stuff and the green reading, and I think you'll be on your way.
Okay, yeah, sounds like a good plan. I think we definitely, like, that was good stuff, and the blast I think will really help. You know, I'll borrow it and work on some stuff some. And yeah, I think it's really cool.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Christian.
Awesome.